Hello everyone, welcome back. So today I'm going to showcase some battles in the Open Great League with the one and only Walrein over here. So Walrein just got too much boosted. I mean to say boosted in the sense too much relevant for PvP with the CD moveset over here that was on 16th of Jan. So the moves that Wolverine got access to is Powder Snow as a fast move, which is really good in terms of damage and energy, and a bait move or a low energy charge move of Icicle Sphere, that is a ice type move. Along with that, it have got access to Blizzard and Water Pulse and Earthquake. So the ideal desired moveset is Powder Snow, Icicle Sphere, and Earthquake, because in the current meta, there is no Pokemon that resists both Earthquake and Icicle Sphere. So that's how good Walrein is right now, and it is kind of a game changer or a meta changer that just came along in the CD and changed the meta for all the leagues, rather Great League, Ultra League, Ultra League Premier Classic, and Master Leagues also. It's very good. And today in Steam, I'm actually running the shadow version of it, which is really good because of the extra shadow damage. And today I've got, along with Walrein, the duo core that I've got with Walrein is Trevenant with Shadow Ball, Seed Bomb, and fast move of Shadow Claw. And this Trevenant and Walrein does completely have a great dual core over here, because Trevenant can easily resist rock, steel, flying, electric, and grass. Uh, Beg your pardon, not flying, it's fighting and grass, which Walrein is weak to, and Trevenant is actually weak to ghost, dark, ice, fire, and flying, which my Walrein can easily handle. So they comes, or they have a teamwork that works hand in hand. And along with that, I have a safe swap over here with Registeel. Registeel is a safe swap because in case of hard lead loss, I will be safe swapping into my Registeel, and Registeel have got a huge amount of bulk with it, so that's the reason I'm using Registeel. And it have got also a good kind of moveset to threat or pressurized shield advantages, and switch charges also in scenarios where I have a lead loss. So that's the team comp or the thought process that I had with this team. And apart from that, this team worked out pretty well for me, having 3 positive sets and 2 negative sets, that's being 3-2, 2-3, 4-1, 4-1, and again a 2-3 loss. So the losses that I had with this team is not basically due to the the weakness or the flaws in this team, but rather than the like GBL lags that I got. So in this video, I'll also be sharing a kind of lag that I faced while playing with this team in the GBL. And without further more delay, let's get into the battles and check out how this team performed. Hopping into the first battle, I've got a lead of Sableye over here, which is really tough, really tough. So that's the reason I immediately safe swap into my Registeel. Maybe they are staying in, maybe they don't have a hard counter to Registeels, that's the reason they are staying in. So this is going to be a foul play, which I'll let go. And after charging a bit of extra energy, I throw a flash cannon, which they perfectly catch onto their own Magneton, I believe, which is heavily resisted because of the electric and steel typing onto the Magneton, beg your pardon. So this is going to be a Magnet Bomb or a Discharge, which I can easily tank and go for the next Focus Blast. This will definitely one-shot the Magneton from that range, and might be getting the first shield for this game from my opponent. So after getting the first shield with the Focus Blast, I tried to get to one more Focus Blast, but I was not able to do so. So from this range, I will be tanking one Magnet Bomb, which in this case does so much neutral damage to my Trevenant, because Trevenant is extremely glassy and too much attack weighted, so that's the reason. So now from this range I can farm this whole magnet and down and get a huge lot of energy for anything that they have got into the back. So they comes back with a Sableye, and I immediately swap back into my Valiant over here. So for Valiant they have got the answer as a Ferrothorn, which is taking neutral damage from the Icicle spheres and the Earthquake because of the partial grass and down typing over here. So they went for the bait the first time rather than going for the power whip. They went for the mirror shot, which I call perfectly, and now from that range I might give up my final shield over here, which in turn turns out to be a mirror shot rather than a power whip, but I am fine with it. So I am able to get to one more Icicle sphere and get the knockout from that range. So now from this range I will be coming back with my Trevenant, and since it was loaded on energy I could reach to two seed bombs if they try to farm me down, but they throw over here. I believe that was a CMB tie and they foul played me, which is fine for me because I am now able to get to one more Icicle sphere. And for the shadow damage from Walrein, I'll be easily knocking out the Sableye from that range, and that will be going to be a great game for the first battle. Now moving into the next battle, I've got a lead of Scrafty over here. So Scrafty is pretty tough to handle because it is part dark and fighting. So I cannot really safe swap into my Registeel because they will be doing super active damage with the counter and the power up punch, which Scrafty have got access to. So this is going to be a foul play, which I'll definitely shield and try to come out from this matchup with a residual energy from the Trevenant. So this is going to be one more seed bomb, to which I might think I'll be getting the first shield from my opponent, which I do get. So now they again went for the foul play, and I'm happy to double shield over here because both my backlines is actually weak to Scrafty with the power up punch and the counters. So this is going to be one more seed bomb, which the Scrafty does intend to shield over here, giving up both the shield. Now I perfectly catch one foul play onto my Registeel over here, and they have got a Swampert onto their back. So Swampert is also a counter to Registeel because it does have access to Hydro Cannon and Earthquake, but one Earthquake does not take Registeel out because of its bulkiness. So now I'll be going for the neutral move of Focus Blast, which almost does 80% of Swampert's health, and now they are forced to throw over here. And now from this range, I'll be getting knocked out from the Hydro Cannon, and now I'll be coming back with my Trevenant to throw this super active seed bomb to get the knockout for Swampert also. And let's see what they have got onto their back. So they have got a Bastard onto this case, but since their Scrafty was really low, I was able to farm down the Scrafty and get a lot of loaded energy onto my Walrein, which have Earthquake loaded, and almost one-shots the Bastard in this case. And with that I get the win for the second battle also. So that's a hard lead loss, but overcoming that with this team is really great. So moving into the next battle, I have got a lead of Jellicent, which is really tough because it have got access to Ice Beam and it is running Hex also. So they perfectly catch one seed bomb onto their I believe it's Altaria, and this person might be brave enough to run Altaria as a safe swap in the meta that is ruled by the Valiant over here, and I'm running a Shadow Valiant. So this is going to be a Sky attack, which I'll not shield. After loading a bit of extra energy, I'll be now throwing the Icicle Sphere, which is double super active, and will be enough to knock this Altaria out. And now from this range, they will be coming back with the Jellicent, but I could reach to one Earthquake, which is perfect, and if it gets unshielded, it will almost do 15% of its health. And I do get the first shield from my opponent with the Earthquake. So now I'll be coming back with my Jellicent because I'm up a shield, and I shield up the Bubble Beam over here, which is very unfortunate. After dropping my attack from the Bubble Beam, I'll be going for the next Seed Bomb, and let's see if I can get the final shield. I do get the final shield from my opponent also, and now I'll be shielding up my Trevenant because I don't want my Trevenant to go down, and that's the Bubble Beam shield bait again. So I get baited over here twice, but this shield bomb will be enough to knock these Jellicent out from that range. And let's see what they've got onto their back. So they have got a Galarian Stunfisk, which is also a counter to Registeel, but Registeel have got access to Focus Blast, which can easily do super quick damage with it to the partly steel typed Galarian Stunfisk. And Galarian Stunfisk have got access to Earthquake also, which does not take out the Registeel. Rather, I could reach to one more Flash Cannon, and that will just be enough to knock out the Galarian Stunfisk and also give me the game for the third battle. So that's a good game. So these battles are not from a single set, so it's randomized, but I picked up some close battles and hard lead losses that I came through with this team. So picking up a great lead over here in the fourth battle with Medicham, and they safe swapped into their Walrein over here. So Walrein being part water does take super active damage from the seed bomb from Trevenant, and since Trevenant is such a hard hitting Pokemon with the attack weightage, it does so much damage. And now I let the first Earthquake go, which is fine because it does not take out a Registeel, a full Registeel rather, from that range. Now after getting a bit of extra energy, I am now throwing the Flash Cannon in this case, to which I do get the shield too. Now they again gave up switch over here to come back, and they comes back with their own Medicham. So now I've got switch advantage again with the shield advantage as well. So I do shield up the first Ice Punch, which will deal quite a bit of damage, and now I'll be going for my Seed Bomb, which does neutral over here, rather than going for the super active Shadow Ball, which is more energy, which requires more energy in this case. So now I'll be shielding up again on my Trevenant because we have both the shields down, and I catch one Ice Punch, which I believe it's a Ice Punch, onto my Walrein, which is very much great. And they have got a response to my Walrein also, which is the Probopass in this case. But since Walrein is very good in this meta because it have got access to Icicle Sphere and Earthquake, and Earthquake does hit Probopass for double super active damage because of the dual typing of Rock and Steel. But since I loaded so much energy onto my Trevenant, I have almost 2 Seed Bombs loaded to get the knockout for both Walrein and the Medicham that is in the back, which is low enough to get knocked out from this Seed Bomb. And that's a good game for the fourth battle also. Very well played. So as I've already mentioned, Walrein is such a good pick for this meta over here because no other Pokemon resist both Icicle Sphere and Earthquake. So now moving into the fifth battle of the video over here, I've got a tough lead again with Galvantula, because Galvantula have access to Lunge, which does hit neutral to this Trevenant over here, and I get the first shield from my opponent with the Seed Bomb. So this is going to be a Lunge which does almost more than 50% of the Trevenant's health, and they perfectly catch one Shadow Ball onto the Skarmory rather than catching the Seed Bomb over here. And now since they swapped out into the Skarmory, I'll be swapping out into my counter, that is going to be Walrein, and this is going to be Icicle Sphere, to which I do get the final shield from my opponent, which is very much fine. And since they gave up both the shields, I'm happy to shield the first Sky attack and load up on bit more energy and throw the Icicle Sphere to this Skarmory over here. This Icicle Sphere will be enough to knock the Skarmory out. And let's see what they got into their back. So they have got another Walrein over here. So I thought they'll be coming back with their own Galvantula rather than the Walrein. So that's the reason I threw over here, which is not a great thing. But since they are shieldless over here and they try to overfarm a bit, so I could reach to one more Earthquake, which does massive neutral damage to this uh, a mirror Walrein over here, which is a normal variant, and they are now the safe swapped, like they swapped again into their Galvantula. So I'll let my Walrein go down to this discharge, which is more than enough to knock this out. So after getting a bit of loaded energy with my Trevenant, I'll be again swapping into my Registeel to catch the discharge or a lunge, which is double resisted by my steel typing onto the Registeel, and they have got a very low Walrein onto their back. So this flash cannon will be a overkill to this Walrein, which I do get the win for the 5th battle with a shield in hand also. So that's a good game. So moving into the bonus battle over here, so this is the battle that I was talking about, because this battle I do get a loss over here, but there was a win con which I could not execute because of the GBL lag. So that's the reason I want to feature this team. So this battle rather. So after getting the first shield from the seed bomb, I shield up the bubble beam bait again. So now this is going to be a shadow ball, which I'll let it go. I'll not shield over here because I'm a stupid, because I do shield up the bait moves and not shielding super active moves. But now I'll be coming back with my own Registeel and going for the first flash cannon over here. This might not be enough to get the knockout from the Jellicent, but will be enough to farm Jellicent down after hitting with letting the flash cannon go through. So now from that range, I let this shadow ball go through because it will not deal too much damage. Rather than I'll be clearing my debuff and coming back with my Walrein again. So for my Walrein, they have got a hurt punish to it, which is a Shadow Machamp. And Shadow Machamp with counter and cross chop do really good against Walrein, and they went for the cross chop, so which is fine. And now from this range, I'll be going for the Icicle Sphere because Shadow Machamp is really glassy, and from that. And for this is the reason they went for the shield over here. So they have got their opposing Registeel over here, which is also fine because now from that range I have to catch one flash cannon onto my Registeel, which I did try to do over here, but I was not able to do so. And this is going to be one more flash cannon, which will definitely knock me out from that range. And you can see, right, it does not register the damage onto the Walrein, and then I come back with my Registeel over here, which is not great, and they focus blast me over here to get the win for the this battle. So that's a good game to my opponent, but rather than the great game, I was actually dragged back for this lag, which I'm unfortunate to. And if you're liking the content for this channel, do subscribe to it, like, and don't forget to share with your friends. And that's all for this video. See you guys in the next one.